There you go. My mic was muted. I'm so sorry. Yesterday I missed day five. There you go. My Wi-Fi is a little bit off today, but ancestors, I am so sorry. Yesterday I missed, but I will be doing two today. So that being said, just a backstory if you haven't been tuning into the live series so far. Healing on the Middle Passage is homage to pay homage to my ancestors for their sacrifice in coming from Africa to the Americas, staying alive, staying you know, as alive as they could be throughout slavery, and staying incarnated into this lifetime. So it's going to be a very short live today. But I want to talk about a few things. So I was in um, Jasmine P. Green's group yesterday. We were talking, we had like a little talk, almost like a clubhouse talk, but a Facebook clubhouse type thing. And we were talking about how staying in the wrong relationship will cause you to honor that relationship instead of honoring your commitment to yourself, and how honoring that relationship instead of honoring your commitment to yourself will cause you to forego your dreams, delay your dreams, delay opportunities where you can make money, where you can make an impact, where you can build generational wealth, and ultimately delay the honor, delay honoring your commitment to yourself. So, we first the conversation didn't start off like that. We just started talking about how we have to cultivate trust and how we have to cultivate um, that trust where you need to believe in yourself when you're on a certain path, and you're like, I just have to know that it's going to work, and if it doesn't work I have to know how to change course and keep going, basically. But somehow we started to talk about the mother wound, and it got to the point where we realized when we were talking that and she was telling her story, Jasmine's telling her story, but it really resonated with me because I can't tell you how many times I have sacrificed myself for relationships, how many times I have held on to something that I knew wasn't for me, but I didn't want to be alone. I was afraid to be alone. I didn't believe I deserved anything better than what I had. I sacrificed my my morals, my beliefs, my my goals in order to have something. Sometimes you're so committed to a commitment that you've made in the past that you don't realize that that commitment is no longer committed to who you have become. And I hope that makes sense. And let me know in the comments if it doesn't. But how is it that we have created some sort of loyalty and been loyal to a fault, to a commitment that doesn't honor who we are, that doesn't honor our goals, that doesn't honor who we aspire to be, that doesn't honor what how many times have you been committed to some promise that you've made in the past that leads to the mother wound, especially when you come from a feminine lineage, or because I want to make sure I am very clear as to that the mother wound doesn't just affect women, but it does come from a discord from the feminine lineage. So it can affect both women and men. in your submission to something or someone that is no longer for you. Perhaps you create elements of the past because you haven't healed some other wound qualities that you had, and you're recreating certain relationships in your life in the future. So let me make sure I make that clear. You've had some relationships in the past, or you've been privy to witness certain relationships where you saw someone sacrifice himself, and now you are recreating that for yourself because there's some unfilled part of you that is now recreating whatever they went through in the past and the future because you feel safe in recreating the familiar past. And that can really, really cause you to lose out on important commitments to the person I aspire to be in regards to your relationships, because the mother wound will see how you feel, and it will keep you there for as long as you allow it to. The audience, she was telling us how she had to stop someone else over herself. I was like, wow, honoring someone else before they honor themselves, it's costing you money too, if you really think about it, because your dreams often are tied to how much monetary wealth you can acquire so you can help more people. I'm not saying your dream is just to have a bunch of money, but if you're a service led provider, if you have a career where you're ultimately helping people, but ultimately your soul's calling is for you to harness a gift that you give to others. So if you're honoring someone else over honoring your goals and commitments to yourself, how are you going to fulfill your dreams in this lifetime? Also, another thing that came up for Mother Moon, boundaries. How is it that you don't have the healthiest boundaries? Is it because you are made to believe that enforcing healthy boundaries meant that you were disrespecting a certain container that you were in, and you to uphold this particular, and your maybe business is for myself and my relationships. So I don't have healthy boundaries with my clients. I don't have healthy boundaries with myself. I don't have healthy boundaries with honoring my commitments, with honoring my time, with honoring how I, cultivate money and use it for myself and others. That boundary or lack of boundary has a ripple effect that will translate into different areas of your life. And ultimately, especially if you are a service-led provider, with a business, or if you have a career and you're like, okay, well, I want to climb the ranks, but if you don't have healthy boundaries because of your unfilled motherhood, then how are you going to climb the ranks? How are you going to build a business that is thriving if you don't have healthy boundaries with who you allow into your space? Because ultimately, who you allow into your space affects your frequency, affects who you become, and how you show up. So without those healthy boundaries, how do you see yourself evolving and transforming? So take a look at how, number one, you may not have healthy boundaries and how that's affecting your business or career. Number two, What have you chosen to honor and be committed to that is no longer in alignment with who you have decided to become and what you aspire to achieve? Number three, look at how these themes are replayed or how they are, what's the word that I'm looking for? Look at how this particular theme of not having boundaries and being committed to things that don't honor who you decide to become, how are those things affecting different areas of your life? How are they affecting your money? How are they affecting your time? How are they affecting you showing up in your fullest capacity? How are they affecting your I don't know if it's working. Okay, I think it is. So, excuse me, had a little bit of a technical issue, but I want you to ask yourself those questions. Ask yourself, number one, how your mother wound is making you committed to things that are no longer in alignment to who you have decided to become, and that could be in relationships, the people that you're around, and not just romantic relationships, but platonic relationships as well. Like, how have you been loyal to a fault, to people that are no longer in alignment with your values and who you are deciding to become, and how who you're deciding to become can eventually lead into, monetary wealth, generational wealth, where you can make, you know big things happen for your family, for your kids, and say yes to your kids more. How have you been committed to things with your time that are no longer in alignment with who you're deciding to become? How much years have you wasted with someone that you know isn't right for you due to your mother wound, causing you to self-sacrifice and be loyal to a fault once again? And then look at repeating themes. How's this affecting your business or career? How's this affecting your personal life with your ability to actually enjoy what you're doing and who you're doing it with? How's this affecting, your habits? What are you able to do or not do because of your honoring commitments to things that are no longer in alignment to you? Especially if you are someone that self-sacrifices. Okay, so start to look at those repeating themes. Excuse me for the technical issues today, but I'll be doing another Healing on the Middle Passage day 6 today, because that is actually the one for today, and we are doing the one for yesterday because I missed the one yesterday. So make sure you tune into that one as well. All right. Thank you so much for watching this live. It's very short, impromptu, and I'll see you guys later. All right. Bye. Oh, and if you know that you're someone that is still healing their motherhood, you see that there's unworthiness that is showing up in different areas of your business, different areas of your life, and you're like, okay, I'm done wasting my time, not showing up as my fullest and highest self in this relationship or in my career, and I'm done self-sacrificing, and you're ready to up level, and you're ready to do the healing that is required for you to level up. Send me a DM so we can work together one-on-one. All right, bye.